Hi traders and welcome to the PL Capital Forex Report. I'm your host Paul. Today is Sunday, July 9th. In this video we're going to look at the US dollar index, the euro, the pound, the CAD, and the yen. So let's start. Alright, looking at the 4-hour chart of the US dollar index. And I was looking for more up, one more to break that top. And they made just a three-wave pattern, WXY pattern. And I believe that, they just barely broke the W on Thursday and then fell sharply. So I'm expecting this to be all the correction. It's long enough, took long enough time, rose up to a good selling place. And we should be heading down to take out the low. Now this drop here is obviously extremely sharp, so I would expect very soon, Monday, Tuesday, that you're going to start to get a correction, and then more down. It looks like so far we just have a big one, quick rise, two, and then drop for three. So if the low is not in for the third wave, it'll just fall a little bit more, but it's looking very impulsive, and I would expect like a three-wave up for the fourth wave, and then down for the fifth wave, and then we'll have to see where that fifth wave ends, because I still think when we zoom out that this is all going to be a running flat, and this is going to come down and break not only the 101, was that 92? It's also going to have to break this 179 level. But then it will go back up, create this running flat formation. So something like that. So this will keep coming. And I believe that, so far you just have a 1 and a 2. And now we're coming down for the 3. And so this will be 5 waves down to here somewhere, and then you get a 4 and a 5. But it'll terminate somewhere below this 179, and then we'll head up. Now that's not going to happen for a while, but that's the overall pattern. But for this coming week, somewhere we're going to be getting a correction, and then still more down for the US dollar. All right, moving on to the euro. So, it's pretty much just the opposite. We had our correction, didn't hit the target that I was looking for, at least down to 1.82, 0.82. So, looks like you got the correction, and now, big strong move up. So, at some point now, you're going to get just a little bit of a correction, and then still more up. And then it'll be just a matter of when they do go back and break that high that they set on Thursday, it'll be just a matter of where are we, because they might stop just short, or they might extend it past there, but then that'll be 5 waves, and so then that'll have to correct and then go up. So I would expect a pullback, and then if you're not already in, then that's going to be the good place to start looking for a buy for the 5th wave. And then you still get one more chance if you're not in that either. So more up after a correction for the euro. Pound, yep. So they just barely broke that high of the 3 on Friday. So I would expect this to actually just give a small correction and then still more up, because it looks like there's a running flat here in 3-4, and that could be 5, but I think this 4th wave isn't, or the 5th wave isn't quite done yet. So I would like to see just a little bit more correction, and then still more up, and that'll be just, I think, the 1st wave. Now it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, but I think I think this fifth wave is going to be pushing up much higher. So looking for a little pullback, but still more up. Dollar CAD. Now this one is interesting. I was thinking at the low, if we go out to the daily, you know, we've had this 3 waves down to here, and then this big 3-wave move, and then we had this 3-wave move. And I thought that could be all the correction, you know, that'd be a WX, 3 waves down here for a Y. They could be making a WXY XZ, because when we drill in here, all we have so far is 3-wave move, and then boom, you know, sharp sell off. So this could be just the X, or it could be part of the X. It could be just the first part. We'll get a correction here, and then still one more up, but the way this sell-off is so sharp, I mean, the first thing, I mean, this is going to need to correct. I mean, that's a straight down. So we're going to need some type of correction, either shallow or a deep correction, and then still one more down. And then when they break that low, that's where you want to watch, because it could be that, like I said, like that'll be just the first wave. This is the second wave. Then they'll come up one more time and then drop. Because I'm expecting that the dollar CAD is gonna make this Z wave, and so they're gonna come and break this low one more time. So I'd only be looking to sell, and you just got to be careful in here, because they could come up one more time to break this high, or it could be just total downside after this correction, that this could come way down, and you'll get probably another correction, and then still one more down to break that low. So only looking for sell setups. This is just really, considering how big this whole wave was, you know, this was the Y wave, like that's a really quick, if that's another X wave, it just seems really quick. So that's why I'm thinking that they might come down here, but then still go back up and then fall. So I think the dollar CAD is just going to get kind of choppy, but be in this range, and then there's going to be a big fall down there. All right, let's move on to the yen. All right, so the yen finally is making its correction, or going to start to impulse down, because I think, as I've been saying, I think we just had A, B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up for the C wave. And so now the dollar yen should be falling to come down and take out this low. And just like all the other pairs, I mean, you know, this almost looks, I was going to say it looks like a running flat. It could be. That could be 1, 2, and then this is 3, 4, 5. This gets really messy in here, but after these big sharp drops, I mean, just like all the other pairs, this is, if the low is not in, it's going to be pretty soon, and then you're going to get a bigger correction and then start resuming down. So for the dollar yen, I'd only be looking for buy setups for a bounce, but the safer play is to only look for sell setups. So if they do give a nice correction, you know, especially like into this 140, 43.20, 43.40 area, that's the safer play, is to only look for the sell setup. All right, that's what I see on the Forex pairs. Hope that helps. Thanks for watching. Good luck. See you in the next video.